Hello, 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 life learners. It is Evolve and Thrive Life Coaching Insights. And I am Alexis Nelson. I am the CEO of Coaching Toward Purpose. And I endeavor to make sure that each and every one of my life learners live life on purpose. Why? Because you are worth it. So, all those who have been following me know that we've been talking about transformational leadership. We've went over many different qualities as of today, and I want to continue our conversation on a life coaching insight that I think is very, very important for organizations, small businesses, communities to really get the concept of. It's something that sometimes we are challenged in this area because we want to talk, 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 talk. However, we sometimes forget about the active listening piece. And I like to put up on the screen so you can read along with me what we are going to be discussing, the life coaching insight. And it's important because this is something that will expand your organization. It expands your organization, but it also helps you as an individual, as a person, because it shows that you are intentional about really, really learning about what's going on with the people that you hire, the people that work for you, and even people that you are just engaging in everyday conversation. So this is just not something that is very vital for your organizations, but just in a relationship aspect, this is also very important. And so what we're going to be talking about today, our life coaching insight tip, is active listening. Practice active listening. We have to pay attention to what others are saying. We have to ask questions and show empathy. hmm I want you to chew on that for a little bit and understand the individual and the collective needs of the team. Sometimes we are so busy trying to get the task accomplished, trying to make sure that whatever the project may be, that it's done. We don't have time to sit down and be concerned about what is going on. We just want the work done. But in order to have a productive organization or your project to be productive, these are some things, necessary ingredients to make sure that you don't leave out. Mm-mm. You don't want to leave out these ingredients because it's really important that we pay attention to what people are saying. Even when they're not saying something, they're saying something. So asking questions. So let's talk about a coworker or an individual that you may have employed, maybe having a tough day, right? And there is a deadline on a particular project that you need. It is one of your corporate projects, and it is very important to get your business to the next level. However, you notice something is going on with the person who you have assigned this task to. What are you going to do? Just say, get it done? I think not. That may not be the best thing. You might want to sit down and kind of see what's going on with the individual. For instance, I noticed that you were a little different today. Is there something going on? And then they begin to tell you, and you're like, oh, okay, so now I need you to go on to this project because we got to get done. That may not be the best approach. Taking time to really listen to see what is going on with the employee is really important. So instead of you trying to really not get a response, like you want them to say, oh, I'm okay. But when they say, I'm not okay, you kind of brush over that. No, take time to listen to what's going on with your employee because this can make or break your project, and because this is a person that really needs you in that moment. So, what's going on with you today? Mm, I really don't want to talk about it. I just want to get my job done. Well, we really need to talk about it because it seems to be impairing what you're doing. I noticed that you're not as focused as usual. I noticed as of the past week, you've been missing deadlines. And I really want to talk about it because this is not your character. Tell me what's going on. And then you open the door for this person to kind of express, well, I'm trying to get these projects done. However, there are so many at one time, and I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. And I feel as if I'm not getting the support that I need from my coworkers who are also assigned to some of these projects. It appears that I'm really carrying a lot and I'm just overwhelmed. See, in that moment you can kind of gauge, okay, so now I see what's going on. So how can I add value to this situation? And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to even show a little empathy because, oh, wow, I can see how that can be troublesome for you. So what you're saying to me is that uh, everyone is not pulling their weight, right? And you're feeling overwhelmed. You're not feeling supportive. So have you talked to your colleagues about this lately? Have you discussed? No, I just didn't really want to bother them. I just do it. I just do it. Hmm. So now you have opened up another dialogue. So let's talk about this further. If this is what is assigned, then each person is responsible for what is assigned to them. So then you can begin to have this dialogue. And as you're listening and you're showing empathy and you're really in tune with the individual, being in tune with that individual will collectively help your team. Because if you have one person and you have five people on a project and one person completely stops doing what they're supposed to do, it affects the whole. So this is why it's important to ask questions. It's important to pay attention to what is being said and what is not being said and showing empathy because this will help you understand the individual and the collective needs of the team. So, as we're going about this, you'll see that active listening is very important to making sure that the health of your organization, the health of the individual, and the health of the team is a priority. So, again, I don't want to keep you much longer. I just want to let you know that active listening is a it's very special ingredient. And as we're talking about transformational leadership, these are some concepts, these are some insights that will help create a conducive atmosphere in your organization, not just the organization, but with individuals, groups, small businesses, and corporations. So remember, active listening is key. And not just active listening. If someone asks you, so what do you think about that? And you can't respond because you really wasn't listening, then that is a cue that one, you're not in tune with the act of listening, you're not empathizing, you're not trying to hear what the person is saying. So really pay attention when people are talking. It's not about you talking back all the time. Sometimes it's just about you just sitting still and listening. When I tell you active listening allows people to feel validated, it allows people to feel like you value what they do. And when people feel valued, you get a completely different work ethic from them. When they do not feel heard or they do not feel valued, then you will see some of those concerns that I was speaking of. People may not be open to tell you what's going on with them, or the work may decline. So it's really important to be aware of these things. It's transformational. So, for those out there watching who are new to Evolve and Thrive, make sure you continue to tune in. I'm here every Saturday at 5:30 waiting for you because I know that you should be living life on purpose because you're worth it. And also, if you want to find more out about me, please go to alexisnelson.us. That's alexisnelson.us. And you can learn more about what I do. I'm excited to meet you and I look forward to you. Make sure you drop a comment what you think about what I talked about today because your opinion really matters. I want to know, do you think active listening is important? And if so, why? Why is it important? Why does it matter? Or does it matter at all? So I'm interested to see your comment. So make sure you drop a comment in the box and be wonderful today. Be great. And also, make sure you like and share because sharing is caring, and we want all life learners out there to evolve and thrive. Thank you all for joining me today, and you have a good one.